just be heated up for a second time today, but I feel like that's just, well, that's just real mom life right there. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just wanted to give a 12-month update. Where have we been? As well as kind of like a postpartum overview. So it's already been a year since I last posted a video. I put up my birth vlog a year ago, which is absolutely crazy that it's been that long since I posted a video. So first off, right after he was born, unfortunately, he did get sick as a baby. He was only like 5 weeks old and he got a cough, which is terrifying. And then shortly after that, over the summer, we ended up getting really sick with a bacterial infection. We were really secluded to our house. I really felt truly like a prisoner in my own home. It was just a really dark time. Both of my kids were sick and I was sick and we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't see anybody. I was trying to figure out this whole life thing with juggling two now under 3 years old. You know, just all of that stuff. It just feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders when you're in the middle of all of that. You're still postpartum enough to where like your emotions are just very unstable. You don't feel good emotionally. You don't really feel yourself yet physically. I kind of wish I would have been raw and honest and vlogged about that and kind of shared more of that, because I know that I'm not the only one. Just in the middle of all of that, you just kind of feel a little bit alone, and sometimes you reclude yourself. Shortly after that, it was around the time that Cade's skin kind of reached an all-time low. After we were sick over the summer, he started getting this rash. The doctor said it was a yeast rash. We treated it for yeast for like weeks. I didn't know that if you didn't see improvements after 2 weeks, it's probably not yeast. Finally saw another doctor after the rash was literally spreading to his face and it seemed like his skin was just like falling off. And the doctor immediately was like, this is severe eczema. So that pretty much started the journey that we've been on now for the past 6 months since his rash started. Seen an allergist. He's not allergic to anything food-wise, environmentally wise. We've done food elimination diets. I've always been dairy-free. I was dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, egg-free, almond-free. Basically, I was like, maybe I should just eat ice chips. We also saw a dermatologist. We also saw a nutritionist, and the nutritionist gave us a bunch of other different things to try. We've done the GAPS diet as well. We're in the middle of that. We've only got like a week left. So we've tried it all. It is slowly improving. It is slowly getting better. I think one of the other reasons why I didn't want to open up about this and share earlier is when you're opening up about something that you're working really hard to treat and something that like you wake up thinking about and go to bed thinking about and you research hours. I can't tell you how many hours I've researched severe eczema and treatment plans. So like there's all these things that are going on behind the scenes. So then when one little comment like, well, have you tried this? Even if they were from a good heart, it just can be hard to hear. So a quick postpartum update. So I am now 12 months postpartum. Because I have diastasis recti, it's where the stomach muscles separate when you're pregnant because like your belly's stretching so much. They don't quite just like go back to normal. It takes time. So because of that, I have to be careful jumping back into exercise. My stomach has finally returned back to normal, or at least as normal as you can get after having 2 babies. I'm really proud of my body and for what it did. I'm really proud of my body for carrying a baby for 9 months. I want to be able to look back and be proud of the marks that I have that show that I've lived. There was a season when I wasn't sure if we were going to get to have a second baby after going through our whole ectopic pregnancy journey, which I think I'm going to do a video on that in the future. But after going through all of that, we didn't know if we should even try and have another baby, let alone if we were going to be able to have one that was a healthy baby in the right spot without me losing my fertility. Cade definitely brings a different perspective than I think I had with James. Cade has given our family a lot of hope that it is possible to have another baby. Cade has brought so much joy into our lives. The Lord knew what he was doing when he gave us him. He is what we needed over this past year. Like he has brought more healing to our lives than I think I ever would have realized. Oh, like it's making me emotional now thinking about it. When you go through something so traumatic, there's a lot of hurt and a lot of worry and anxiety and fears. A lot of that we had to kind of work through, and not that a baby necessarily fixes all of that, but it sure does help heal. What a blessing it is to get to have babies. I think if you would have asked me before I had kids what my perspective was on having kids, I would have said like, I'm having 4 kids and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Like very matter-of-factly, like I'm having this because I deserve it, because I should get it. And going through all of that taught me that every precious life is a blessing that is undeserved and something that we should be thankful for. I'm so thankful for the sweet lives that I have and the 2 sweet little boys that I get to call mine and I'm blessed to get to raise. We've grown a lot over this past year, and it has been a whirlwind of some crazy things, but it has also been just such a great year of growth. He's almost walking. He's pulling up, crawling on all 4s, but he's definitely not like standing up or taking steps yet. He said mama on New Year's Day, and he started saying dada like way back when he was 10 months old, which is Obviously, terrible, of course, you know, that he said dad before mama, but it's okay. It's okay. Let him go. I'm also still nursing Cade. I'm at the very end of it, I think. He's slowly started to show signs of weaning. We're down to 4 feeds a day. I'm hoping to drop another one here soon. I have a feeling we'll probably be like starting the true weaning process within the next like 6 months at the very most. Because I'm letting him go as long as he wants, TMI, I tend to ovulate a lot later. Both James and Cade, like it wasn't until after they were a year old that my body would start to ovulate again. Literally the last time I had a cycle was March of 2018. That's almost 2 years since February of 2016. I literally had like 4 cycles. That's it. Basically, I feel like a 13-year-old girl getting her period for the first time because it's been so long. I'm like, what is this? Thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned. Hopefully I will have a new video up next week. Bye. Are you ready? Yeah. See the camera. Reintroducing